I've been lost in my own thoughts. I've been lost in my mind. I've been wondering what these goals casting. Well, afraid isn't time.
Stuff though.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a preset maybe. Okay, well.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute, yeah. We don't really have to talk about too much right now. I just want to talk about
Steroids.
Would you do steroids? I've been thinking about steroids. Also, you're taking too long to answer.
That's a serious question. Would I do steroids? No. But at one point I might have. I remember when I was really young.
When you were like 10?
I remember when I first learned about them. Yeah, it's like, oh, steroids. You get
when you
really
were a
jacked.
little bit less retarded, you would have taken steroids? Or a little bit, rather, more retarded.
A little bit more retarded.
Yeah.
I would have been like, yeah, sure.
Well, I don't know.
Let's do
I think
this.
you've probably gotten more retarded with age.
It happens.
I feel like that sometimes. I'm just
going
kidding.
back to the joke. I'm going to say it, but I'm a little retarded.
yeah. Is this picking up audio okay?
Yeah, but do you want me to...
Yes,
picking up
Jamie.
the air conditioner.
We have
Jamie.
Jamie.
Go
Can you
out,
just
though.
shut
I
the
can
air
add it next to the
Yeah.
air conditioner so it makes
The
it cut
air
out.
conditioner is
They
the
just shut it
problem.
off.
Jamie. How's it going?
Young Jamie.
Fine.
Yeah, we got Luke.
Young
He's
Jamie. He's our young
our
Jamie.
Jamie. Hey man, don't say young Jamie because it makes it sound creepy. Not everybody knows Joe Rogan, man. You're just gonna be saying young Jamie's
Young
back there.
Jamie.
Somebody's not tied up. We got somebody that's volunteering, consensually is being back there.
We don't pay them. They're slave labor.
Yeah, that is child labor. I don't know. No, he volunteered. It makes it not
Yeah, he
illegal.
volunteered. It's
Children can volunteer.
willful.
It sounds so illegal. This conversation's over. Let's move on. Let's move back. Let's go back to steroids. I was thinking about doing steroids recently.
Recently. Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Not legitimately doing them, just thinking about
I could see maybe like
how
doing
steroids.
It's a pill, isn't it? I think it's a pill.
It depends. I know
Or-
there's like anabolic steroids. There's like a few different types of steroids you can take. Anabolic steroids will mess you up.
You can do it for like a little bit. It does mess you up, but it just increases the. When I remember looking at it, it was like the proteins. It just makes you create more of the protein, so your body just continues.
HGH is another thing. It's a growth hormone. I think that's what Joe Rogan
Yeah.
took. That's why his head got so much bigger. He's a giant head.
They can be anything. They can be tablets, creams, ointments.
Yeah, ointments.
Jamie knows
There's a
lot
word I
about
hate.
this.
Young Jamie.
Young Jamie knows a lot about this.
Young Luke. Nope. Yeah. I wanted to talk to you about your new job
Oh yeah.
as a security guard.
I already have some stories, some pretty funny stories.
So
Maybe not really funny, but they're stories.
now they hired you and they saw you before they hired you.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, this child wants to be a security guard.
Yeah. That's
Hired.
Right. Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. Tell me about how it goes. What do you do every day?
I work night shift, so basically I go in, I get some keys, and then I go lock up buildings and then just patrol.
Oh, so you have to lock up buildings.
Yeah, I do. It depends on what shift you're on, but so I work from like 11 at night to 7 a.m. and go lock up probably a few buildings, and then I just go into each building. I do it in Mount Vernon. So yeah, I just walk around, and then usually the week is pretty chill and everything. Like the weekends are exciting because you get a lot of the party goers then.
The party goers.
Yeah, like yesterday, see a few people throwing up, or the one time it was someone got so drunk that they had to call an ambulance, and then that was fun.
Why did they have to call a name? I don't understand. Was it like blood?
Yeah, the person.
Was it like they were poisoned?
Well, the person called the ambulance. Technically, yeah, if you get so much alcohol, you
Die.
poison yourself, and then you have to go pump your stomach.
Yeah.
That's
Huh?
what I understand.
Well, I mean, once it's in your blood.
Yeah.
Stream.
Or you can die. It's serious.
Doctors.
Yeah. Don't do alcohol.
We're doctors.
Or don't
That's what I'm
do
saying.
a crazy amount of alcohol. This
Don't
is my
do-
professional opinion.
Don't
yeah.
do the alcohol.
Don't do the alcohol.
Yeah.
Don't do the alcohol.
there's our slogan. That's gonna
Don't
be.
do alcohol.
That's what this podcast is about. We're anti-alcohol here.
Don't do drugs.
No, drugs are fine. Drugs are good. You used to shoot up drugs when you were in the hospital.
Yeah.
You like that feeling?
Right in the
They
port.
had they like put a port in your chest, right?
Yeah. It's connected to one of your arteries, and then I'm guessing it would feel like to shoot up a drug, because it's just like
Whoa.
a straight shot to your brain.
Got that
I don't know.
quick
I can't
hitter.
remember what it was. I can't remember what it exactly was that they were giving
You gotta
me.
find out. We can recreate
yeah.
it. I mean,
It felt good.
I'll put a hole right in your. I'll stab your chest and then inject you with
I have a
drugs.
scar right here from that.
Okay, well stop rubbing it. I don't like how
It
you're
feels
rubbing
weird.
it. Yeah, okay, man, do that by yourself.
Excuse
We're
me.
recording something here. I don't want to like. I would say, do you want the room? But I mean, we're doing something. Go to the back room, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, okay, so you patrol for your job. You patrol around. You creep around. You creeper.
Yeah.
And you look for college girls
Yeah.
to put in your van and skin.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
have a van. I have a golf cart.
A goat cart.
A
as
goat
you
cart.
called it earlier. A goat cart.
I wish I had a goat. That'd be a pretty awesome partner. Just drive around with a goat.
I'd watch that movie.
A movie?
Yeah, you and a goat as
Oh.
security guards.
Yeah.
I'd watch that movie.
That'd be a good movie.
Yeah, so you work third shift and you've seen some girls. We should talk about girls. Because you now have access to college girls every single night in the wee hours of the morning
Yeah.
when they're all drunk. And my point is here, their inhibitions are just kind of gone. So maybe they see you, maybe it's a little blurry, and you can say, here's my number, and they'll accept it, or they'll say, here's my number, and then you get drugs.
That's possible, probably.
And you can do the
get
alcohol.
drugs.
But don't do that.
No, yeah. This is...
Don't do alcohol.
Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't do alcohol.
Drugs are fine.
Drugs
Now,
are fine. You
At
heard it
Bible
from him.
college, when you're at Bible college, there's lots of girls there. And in fact,
Yeah,
we were
there
talking
was.
about this story this morning.
What? We were? Or someone else?
Yeah, about how you spilled coffee all over
yeah,
yourself. So
yeah.
what happened?
I walked.
Refresh me.
It was during... I guess...
It's a beautiful story.
It was in winter, because that's how it happened.
Yeah.
And it's like it was a day where, like, the previous night or the previous day, some of the snow melted and it was created a big water flow. And the next day it got really cold and there was no snow, but there was like ice. Especially at this one spot at the school.
Don't hit the table, man. Do some air motions. Okay, do air motions. You stupid.
Right. So there's these stairs that lead into the building, and water would drip down very badly. It's like the gutter would go right onto the walkway, the stairs.
Too much detail about the water.
Okay. So I walk out the door. I look down the way. I see a guy talking to this girl that is sitting on the stairs, and she just looks like, oh, she needs help. And I remember just walking up and just being like, hey, what's wrong? What happened? And I was carrying actually a cup of coffee at the time, and I think my book, and the same thing that happened to her happened to me, except she hit her head on their way down. I just
Yeah.
spilled coffee on my pants.
She probably has got like brain damage now. But what matters is you spilled coffee all over yourself, and
yeah.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I still need to get those pants washed. it was dress pants too. I need to get them dry cleaned.
How do you not have them washed? Like you've been out of college, man.
I have other pants. So.
Okay, all right.
I looked at them actually the other day. I was like, oh, the stain doesn't look like it's there anymore. Maybe I could wear these.
Yeah, you should wear your diarrhea pants because that's what it'll look like. It's on the front of them too.
Yeah, it's on the front.
It's gonna look like you had some uncontrollable Taco Bell stuff. We're talking.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
mess you up.
It will.
Yeah. Okay. So you're at Bible college. You talk to girls, but you spill coffee on yourself. Now you have access to college girls. You have access to half-price books, girls.
Half price books or
you
Barnes
remember-
and Nobles?
What's the same? It's a book. Fine
No,
books.
Barnes and Nobles.
Okay, fine.
There's different. Half price
You're
books
right.
is like for people.
All right.
I like half price books people because they're the people that they're smart people.
No,
You
you're
go
talking about
and you
Barnes
buy-
and Noble people.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble is different. There's a Starbucks there, so
Oh, you
that
mean
draws
it's different?
in
Oh, okay.
girls.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
Girls
you
be
got
loving that
the
Starbucks.
books. You got the books. That is, you draw in hopefully smart people that like to read.
Half price books has books.
Yeah,
And they're
that's the
half
same.
price.
You
You
just
just
got.
think they're
you just
more-
got.
The jank people.
You don't got the Starbucks, so it's no hot girls.
Oh, I see. It's just a bunch of old people. All the old people
Yeah.
go to half price books.
Yeah.
All the young hot girls go to Barnes and Nobles
That's
for.
right there.
We're
And
not
it's
sponsored
usually-
by anybody, much less half price
yeah.
books or Barnes and Nobles.
If
Don't
Barnes
go to
and
either
Nobles-
of them.
Barnes
Don't
and
go to
Nobles,
either.
If you want to sponsor me, that's okay.
Just
give
digital
me some
books.
free books.
Digital books. That's what we recommend.
No,
Down with paper. Down.
I totally recommend real books. I love real books. I like buying real books. That's probably an addiction right there because I like to go. This is what I do. I go. I was there the other day. I fought the urge. I actually won. It's like because I had a book. It was a weird book. It was dummy or what is it? The Dummies Linguistics for Dummies. That's what it was called. And I was like, I need this book. I want it. And then I'm like, no, because I just got paid too. And I was like, I want to buy this book. I was like, no, I literally just got paid like 2 seconds ago. You're not buying anything right away.
Yeah, I always spend. Every time I see my paycheck, I'm like, oh, I have money.
yeah.
I don't want to have that anymore, so I'm gonna spend it all. You heard it here first. Justin has weird urges for books. So you
Especially
said
Barnes and Nobles, I can spend like
specific.
100, especially now since I could probably spend $200 there easily.
Yeah, it's really easy to spend money on books. Digital copies, man.
That's why half price books is a smart place to go.
Barnes and Noble's got that
What do you like to buy?
atmosphere. Expensive books, and
Books?
not very many of them, as you can see. That's my bookshelf.
Yeah. What's your thing to go to? Like, it's almost an addiction to buy stuff. Do you have a
I don't think I have an
What is it
addiction to
called?
books. Really.
no to anything?
Sugar
Like no to buy.
No,
Spending. Do you
sugar.
have a spending problem? Is what I'm trying to ask.
and I have an addiction to killing homeless people, but
Wow. Okay. You hear it here today.
Out-
Seth is a serial killer.
outside of that, I don't have an addiction to books. Why are you asking me about if I have an addiction
I
to
said
books?
anything. It doesn't have to be books to buy.
I just said sugar.
Spending money.
I spend money on sugar,
Okay.
and too much. I just ate half a thing of ice cream while we were
Yeah,
sitting here.
Ice cream is totally understandable. I do that too.
Yeah,
You
it's
ate a
making me
cone,
fat.
too?
Huh?
You ate a cone.
Yeah, you ate ice cream too.
I did. Yeah, I'm happy.
We're fat together.
I definitely could use the fat.
Fat 5.
I've been losing like over the time I got back here. I checked myself yesterday. It's like 94 pounds. I was when I left college. I was 105, and over like it was 5 months, so like 2 pounds a month. I lost 10 pounds. Jamie is having a heart attack over here.
Yeah.
94.
Hello. How much do you weigh,
I
Jamie?
almost got
Weigh
it.
130. I'm pretty sure.
Wow, you weigh 130. That's pretty good.
He's fat. I think I weigh almost 100 pounds more than you. That is going to be
Are you
so
190?
irritating. Yeah, I was the other day. I'm at 180 something now, I think. Could be
Mm.
just water weight.
I just
Move the
did-
microphone closer to him.
Is he too quiet?
Yeah. Not that far.
Wow, now it's
A little
really
bit
far from you.
That way. That's good.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
You're good. Yep.
So now that you're back from Bible college and you're working as a security guard, you said your eventual plan, I will kill you and your whole family. You said your eventual plan, don't. Did you just fart?
No, I got like a stomach. It's like
You got like a stomach or you
buildup.
got a stomach?
there we go. A burp. It was a burp.
Sometimes I just don't like you as a person.
That's okay.
You just go, that's okay. That's all you just did. Okay, so you're back from Bible college. You're working as security right now. And then your plan is to become an electrician.
Yeah.
Now, my question here is, so far your life plan is laid out fairly well. You've gone to college, and there have been girls. And then you're working at a college now, and there are girls. Not seen any girls at your electrician job.
Hey, you never know. Girls can be electricians too, you know.
He has to go to college to become a.
And we promote that,
No,
too.
there's a union, the trade union, electricians union that you can do a program through. That's what I would like to do.
Okay, let's just move on. Another one of your life goals is to
Yeah.
go to Russia.
Yes, that's something happening. I'm actually saving right now to do that.
How much is it going to cost you, and what are you going to do in Russia?
I would think probably, as far as right now, I'm saving probably $2,000. I think we could get a plane ticket there, and
You're riding a train,
shelting.
right? You're going to get there and ride a train around, from
Oh,
Moscow.
the first trip I'd like to do two. So the first one I just want to go to Moscow
Kami.
and
Okay.
walk around. Then the second one is a bigger thing. I want to go to Moscow, take the Trans-Siberian train across Russia to Vladivostok, which is far east.
Kami, yeah.
Yeah, and then I want to get on a plane and go to back. Basically, I'm guessing they might. Well, I'd like to go back to Chicago probably, or back home. So one trip around the world, basically, travel around the world completely.
Didn't follow that real well.
Yeah.
But okay, so the train it stops only in the one spot. It goes from Moscow to Vladivostok. Is that what it's called? What's it called?
Yeah, well, it has multiple stops.
Don't show me pictures of Russia. I don't want to see pictures of Russia. I'm gonna start throwing stuff if you show me more pictures of Russia. No, it's fine. No, so okay, sorry.
This is where we could have a projector, and you could shoot the stuff on.
Do you have ADD?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Wait,
It's fine if you
you
do.
guys, me if I have ADD, you just like.
He showed
don't
me.
show
He flipped the
pictures.
screen around. That's relevant and not like. It's distracting. Clearly distracting. It's not something that would. I don't know. What's ADD exactly? Can you look at what ADD is exactly, please? Young Jamie.
Young Jamie?
I just feel retarded saying that.
Young Jamie.
Whatever. Yeah, so you're gonna do a little trip around Russia, and then you said the first time or the second time you're gonna go to Chicago?
No, you go to Moscow. It's to travel. The goal is to travel around the world.
Okay.
So you go to Moscow, and Russia crosses most of the world. Then you get on the train, basically just, I could technically just take a plane, but I want to be in Russia.
You want to travel through Russia
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
Go, say I've traveled through Russia on the train. And it's, I guess, okay, they have like...
So Vladivostok, that was like way
yeah. So there's...
east, right?
You got Russia, China, and there's like North Korea, and there's like Vladivostok.
Oh, so you would literally be traveling across Russia.
Yeah.
Like
it's-
all the way.
Moscow is Europe, all the way
Oof.
across.
That's crazy. How long does that take? That's a
I think
long
it takes
train
7
ride.
days. It's only like 7
Oh,
days.
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
That is quick, actually.
Maybe, yeah.
You stay on the
I
same
remember
train?
correctly.
One train runs there?
Yep.
You'd have to jump on multiple trains.
I
right?
think it's the same train.
Whoa, that's
goes
crazy.
Across, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
crazy.
It's a thing you can do. Tourists do it.
Doo-doo? Did you just say doo-doo?
Doo-doo, doo-doo.
Yeah. We like talking about doo-doo.
Previous podcast. Go check it
ADHD.
out.
Yeah, but there's ADHD, right? And then there's
Sorry.
ADD.
ADD
Oh, okay.
is the term commonly used to describe symptoms of inattention, distractibility, and poor working memory. ADHD is also the term to describe additional symptoms of hyperactivity and impulsivity. Both are included in the medical diagnosis of attention defect hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD.
Wow.
So it's just like a thing off of ADHD, pretty much.
So your front teeth, it's just bothering me. Your front teeth here. Christopher elbowed you in the tooth, and it made your tooth black,
Yeah,
right?
that one.
How did they fix that?
They did a root canal. And then they bleach, I
Okay.
think.
Look
They
up a
bleach.
root canal.
It's where they just...
Drill it out?
They drill in from like the back,
Yeah.
and then they carve out the root, and then they just, I think, bleach it and fill it with, whatever they do cavities with. Something like that.
Basically, they drill down to your jaw.
They drill to the jaw,
They pretty much drill the tooth down to the jaw, and then they basically fill it back up.
and then they fill it. Wow. Okay, yeah. You had it. And then they bleached your tooth to make it not black anymore.
Yeah.
Or blood. Was it blood that had filled your tooth?
Yeah,
How
I
does
think
that work?
so. Because it turned like right after it was in a basketball act. Like we were playing basketball and he just elbowed me and it died right there. I think it turned black
It
right away.
died right there. Right there on the court. It was dead.
Never came back.
How many injuries do you think you've had throughout your life?
Jumped off a dresser, got a scar on my forehead.
I see it's by your eyebrow.
Yeah, that's one. I was on the playground got hit right here. Had a scar by my eyebrow, my left eyebrow. Yeah, so a lot.
Just messed your face
Probably
up,
like
huh?
5 times at least.
Not doing you any favors. Well, Luke, how long have we been recording for?
Just 20 minutes right now.
Okay. We'll go for a little bit more then.
Yeah.
And then you got your chest split open. They put the thing in it.
Yeah.
Gave you drugs.
I had a surgery on my eye, too, because I had a droopy eyelid.
Oh, yeah? What'd they do?
I think they just basically probably snitched up the skin. I don't know.
Stitched up the skin.
It's like circumcision, but for your eyeballs.
We need the marker.
To represent what they did to his eye?
Wait,
It's not good enough. All right. And this is the educational segment you could show your children. Yeah, so now that we've talked about circumcision,
Gotta work it in there.
where do we go from there? You can't just talk about something that has to do with that part of your anatomy and then say work it in there. That just... Yeah, alright, so I don't know. I don't think I'm just thinking about how many injuries I had, and I asked myself that question, then I answered by saying, I don't know, out loud.
Yeah. 5.
I've broken my wrist.
Have you broken a bone? Oh yeah, you broke.
I broke my wrist, and then I got like this gangly thing, is what they call it, gangly.
Christopher cut your finger.
And Christopher sliced my finger open. Yeah. It missed a tendon by like this much, so tiny. It just barely missed it. I think it nicked the tendon actually, but it healed fine. I actually have nerve damage in this thumb a little bit, so I can still feel and everything. It's just weird. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. So I had this ganglion cyst thing, and I think I popped it the other day.
Ganglion cyst.
Something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Can you try and search that?
Is it like an infection?
No, it's so when you break a bone, fluids get released.
Oh.
And it was like a little pocket of fluids, and so then I think I popped it. And this is the international symbol for popping a ganglion cyst, or whatever they're called. Am I saying it?
They're called. They most commonly develop around the wrist. They're typically round or oval.
Yeah.
And filled with a jelly-like fluid.
Also, it's wrist. Almost exclusively.
Ganglion cysts are non-cancerous lumps that most likely develop along tendons or joints of hands. They may also occur in your ankles or feet.
Oh.
I got lumps.
And there's an international sign for it.
Yeah. Needed to be done again.
They don't know how they're caused, though.
Yeah, so I think I popped it the other day, because you can pop them. If you look it up, you can actually just smash them. And the other day, I, there was a bunch of pain. I don't know what I did, but there's a bunch of pain in my wrist. And then I moved it around, and it felt a little bit better. And then now, because there was, like, a big bulge right there. And then I felt, like, fluid in it. And I was like, I think I just popped it after all these years, because it would like restrict wrist movement a little bit and stuff. Oh. So now I think my wrist is all good, even though I just cracked a bunch. I think it's good. It's just like I just broke it again. Like it's like it's good.
I don't know how what the cause is though. So you breaking your wrist isn't.
That's what did it. I talked to a doctor about it. Look it up. Look up.
It said it right here. Ganglion wrist. The cause of
gangly wrists
are
gangly.
They don't know.
Look up more about it.
Okay.
Let's see if you can find another website that actually describes how it happens.
So
look up how
legit they don't know.
Look up, just try and find how ganglion cysts are formed.
I have a question.
Or what they're composed of, at least. Then maybe if they don't know how they're formed, just look up what they are.
When you bend down, do your knees pop at all, or your ankles?
Sometimes. Usually, I think when I'm if I get out I'm trying to make this as least gay as possible, and it's just not working out. But yeah, I mean,
I've been walking on cold dust. I've been speaking in rhymes. I've been looking at the things that we hold up, and it ain't worth a dime.